budget fam, welcome to the Anonymous Budgeter. If this is your first time here, welcome and thank you for watching this video. And if you are a returning subby, thank you so much for stopping by again. I really do appreciate it. Here on my channel, I'm documenting my debt payoff journey towards paying over $160,000 in student loans. I'm also sharing a lot of my personal finance, my personal financial goals, and my road to financial independence and peace. So if this is something that you're interested in, or if you're also on a debt payoff journey yourself, or if you're part of the 6 figures in student loan repayment gang, please consider subscribing to the channel, checking out my other videos. And today's video is going to be a week 3 check-in. So if you're interested in seeing where my money went to, how I spent my money, let's just get into the video. Alright, so how's everyone doing? Hope you guys are doing okay. Today's actually Tuesday, April 23rd when I'm filming this video. So hopefully I can get everything done and edited and I can upload it tonight so I can keep my Tuesday schedule for the week. But in any case, today we're going to be doing my weekly check-in and just going through how I did for the week. I've already set up everything already in terms of my spending tracker and my weekly check-in. So we'll just go over, how I did, where my money went to, how I spent my money, and then we can talk about it and see how I did. For this week's check-in, we're looking at week 3, which runs from April 14th to the 20th, and my weeks always start on a Sunday and ends on a Saturday. So our starting balance was $561.60. So for that week, which was, I believe, the 14th was the Sunday, I did have some personal spending because I did hit up the beauty supply store. As I mentioned to you guys, I think previously or some videos ago, I have to take out pictures for my passport, which I actually did this week. And you guys will see next week that passport photos are not cheap. I had to pay like almost 20 bucks. I went to Walgreens at first and then the lighting was just really shoddy because they have this little outdated camera, which, it's not their fault. It's like, it's what the company gives them, but the lighting was not the best. And then I went across the street to another CVS, which the lighting was better. So yeah, so I ended up having to spend double, and I wasn't gonna fuss about the pictures at Walgreens. I mean, I could have chosen not to take them, but I did pay it. I had to spend like about $40, $37, but it is what it is. I just have to learn how to take my own pics at home, to be honest, and call it a day. I should have gone to TikTok. But yeah, that's how much I spent on, moving to the beauty supply store, because that has nothing to do with the pictures, but there is a link. I wanted to do like a ponytail, so I went to the beauty supply store and I got like 2 ponytails for the look. So I did like a little slick back bun. So I do have natural hair, so I did like a little faux ponytail and the look was fine. So super happy with that. And ponytails are pretty pricey, but I mean, for $35 I got 2 of them, so not gonna complain. Then I went ahead and I always top off for gas, usually on Sundays when I'm off. And then I had allocated in the beginning when I was doing like my paycheck budgeting, I allocated $150 for that gift for my friend, which we did. So another friend of mine went like 50-50, and so it was like about 140 something or 150. So I gave her 75 bucks. But you guys, I don't know what happened. I think because of that unbudgeted spend that I had with my laptop, that extra money got eaten up. And so when I had that 561, it was really tight because part of that money had to go towards like my debt payment, the 308, because that was the actual auto draft that was being taken off. And then what else? Yeah, because that was the week I got paid. So I just remembering it being really tight that week with that $561. So I don't even know, you guys. Yeah, because I took off $75 to pay for that, which it was giving, the budget was looking like we were going over. And I also had, and because I had a direct deposit from an Amazon purchase that I made and I returned, I did have some auto savings transfer come out. I don't know where that $1.23 transfer came from, but whatever. So yeah, so that was that. And then I couldn't wait to get paid because then I was able to kind of like, have money in my account, because I think the day before payday, I also had to, where did that payment go to? Because I did have to give money for a payment for utility to my mom, which was about like $119. So I think I probably forgot to write that in there because there's no way. Yeah, I definitely have to look back because I think I missed a payment on there. So I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. Alright guys, so I'm back. I don't know where this video paused, but like I mentioned, I forgot to put a bill on there for utility that I had to sell to my mom for our water bill. So that was $119, which I did not include when I was like doing my calculations and stuff. So I definitely have to add that in there. It's so funny because I always go through this like a million times and then I realize like, oopsies, I actually made a boo-boo. But I caught it, which is the most important thing. So the utility bill that came out, like I mentioned, was $119, and that was on, I think, the 18th. That was the day before I got paid. So that's how I remembered. I was like, wait a second, there's another bill. That's why this was super tight, because I had $561 and I had all these charges coming out, and it was like a little bit tight because I also wanted to go get gas before payday. And then like once I paid the $119, Chase was like, you only have $14 in your bank account. And I was like, well, dang girl, don't put my business out there. But anyways, thankfully I did get paid the next day, and I also did my savings transfer. I didn't want to transfer the money before payday because I didn't want to get my money commingled. And again, that was the money that I was going to use to go towards my debt payment. So I did all my calculations and everything, and then my debt payment for this month was $6,393, which I paid the same day I got paid. I made that payment on the 19th, which was a Friday. And then because of my deposit from my paycheck, I had another savings deposit, and that was $161.19. I did get gas that weekend, thankfully. And then that was the Saturday when I went to Chipotle because I was like super hungry, and then I was just like, I kind of had just a craving for a Chipotle. We paid our tithes on Sunday, and that was basically it. Well, this is supposed to be like right over here. But yeah, but that was all the spending that I did for that week. Not too bad. I didn't have any like miscellaneous spending or unexpected expenses. Even though this is like miscellaneous, I did account for it in like my monthly budget. But for some reason, like I mentioned, because I probably like had that unexpected, laptop expense, the money got like eaten up in that. So I was kind of close, y'all, this week. I was kind of close in week 3. But yeah, so I already tallied up all my expenses over here. But for bills, I do have to unfortunately add up that I did pay $119. So yeah. So getting my calculator out, everything should be... So my total spend for week 3, which was not including that $119, was $7,373.17. And I'm going to add my $119. So that will give me actually... $7,492.17. So my total spending for the week was $7,492.17, if you guys can see that. So that was what I spent for the total for week 3. My deposit stayed the same. I think my deposit might be off because I did... So when I had that deposit, I deposited this on the 12th, but this didn't actually get cleared until the 15th. So I might be off by like a couple of dollars in actuality on my actual bank account reflection, but it's fine. So my total spending for that week will actually be that total amount, because there's nothing coming out for my credit card because I have not been using my credit card, thankfully. So what I have spent for that week is $7,000. So hopefully you guys can see, is $7,492.17. And then my remaining balance, so my remaining balance is always my starting balance, which is $561.60, plus all my deposits, which was $7,999.26, and subtract that from $7,492.17. So my remaining balance should be $1,068.69. So that's what I have, or I should have had remaining in my bank account. But of course, you know, week 4 has begun and I've already started spending. So we'll see how the rest of the month goes. But that is it, you guys. That was what I had for the week of week number 3. In terms of, you know, I think what I did really well for that week, well, I really wanted to have no bills come out, but obviously I did. I think I was pretty good with gas. I spent a little bit more because I filled up twice during that week. There's, I guess, some weeks where I fill up twice, and so I average about like $35 when I fill up a tank. So that's perfectly fine. Nothing out of the ordinary for that one. SunPass hasn't come out for week 3, so definitely week 4 I'm probably gonna have another $50 taken off. For personal was not too bad. That was just when I went to the beauty supply store to get my little ponytail so I could take out my cute little pics for my passport pictures. And no shopping, which I'm pretty proud of, but I did have an eating out, which was fine because I did allocate $15 for that like 2-week pay period for me to spend on eating out, and I haven't been eating out a lot anyway, so $9.52, we will take it. Didn't spend anything on work food. I didn't budget anything. Did I budget? Well, I budgeted, like, this was for like a gift card that came out in week 1, but I didn't budget anything this month per se for work food, so that's good. And then for savings, you know, these are mainly auto savings from when I get any deposits, so that's where that total came from. And then I have $6,700 about there going towards debt, which is always good. We always want that amount to be pretty high. And then for miscellaneous expenses, it's really not miscellaneous. That was the flowers that we got from my friend who had surgery. And so she really loved the flowers, so I'm like so excited. I'll try to see if I can put a pic in there because she did send us a picture, so I'm so happy that she loved it. And then ties come out because it's always 10%. And then no cash envelope in week 3, but week 4 I do have a cash envelope coming up, which is probably going to be before this video maybe, or maybe afterwards, and then you guys will see that. It's just something super cut and dry, super easy, super quick. And that's basically it. I'm super happy for week 3. There were no surprises, no overspend. Everything looks good. Okay, everyone, so thank you so much for checking out this video. I really do try to make these videos short and just simple so we can just come in, check the numbers, and then roll out. But there's always something. I promise you, I go through these numbers like a trillion times, and like as soon as I hit record, I'm like, wait a minute, there's a mistake there. So that's just how it is sometimes. You can try to plan and prepare, but you just really never know. And that's why it's always really important to double check your budget, always go back in and basically check your account, if not daily, but like a couple times during the week, because you just never know when you miss something. And yeah, but thank you guys for going through the whole process with me. Hopefully it wasn't too painful. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye guys.